When I want to introduce the currency, it was not easy. It was very difficult. On Line Block Highlands, especially Sir Tayabal was in opposition at that time. I know you all know Sir Tayabal, a very prominent and a very responsible person, and I don't blame him. He wanted to be a little bit slower because all too if we introduce our own currency may not be able to buy goods from Australia and other countries. Oli pret, tapos yung may got money belum itu belayar. I know not buy rice, I know not buy tin before corner tin meat long Australian or not plus something close. So they were very responsible opposition and they want to take the matter slowly. But I was caught by the decision of the government to set the date for self-government in 1973 and then 75 independence. So I just had to move along. Now you must have it too. I had no education at all. I've never been to an economic school or a financial school to learn anything about accounting, etc., to set up the central bank. They are no easy thing to do. So I worked very closely with Sir Henry ToRober, Sir Henry ToRober. He was brought up with the Reserve Bank of Australia, so I worked very closely with him. I sent my staff to England, to Africa, to America, to Australia, to see if they can bring in the kind of legislation that will set up the Central Bank of Papua New Guinea. And then so I set up the Central Bank of Papua New Guinea, and I took over the Reserve Bank of Australia. Then we had a bank, the Bank of Papua New Guinea. That is the Central Bank. Then we can regulate and control all the other banks, like the Bank of New South Wales and in Westpac, Bank of New South Wales and the National Bank. So I set them a timetable. Once I had the Central Bank, the Bank of Papua New Guinea, I was then in a position to regulate. So I took away the license of the Commonwealth Bank of Australia, and then I introduced the Papua New Guinea Banking Corporation. All the desplazante anyway. Very difficult time. I told you already that I had very little experience in that. The only experience I had was when I was a cooperative officer.